Let's see what happens. No one's guilty. Tom Girardi's guilty. Tom Girardi's guilty. We know that. But the judge and the jury has not spoken on Mauricio, so let's not jump to conclusions, guys. We're going to do non-Jersey if we have time here. Joe Gorga. Joe Gorga did his comedy show. We talked about that before. And it has come out that Joe Gorga has, again, I don't understand this brand of comedy. I just, does anyone find Mr. Gorga funny? I just had it here. So the fans are very up in arms that somebody asked him if the New Jersey is real. Is the show real, or is it fake, or is it staged? And he said it's real. I just want to find the actual quote so I can read it to you guys. He said that New Jersey is real. Now, here's where he tries to get funny. Again, I don't find this funny. Lots of people don't find me funny. Lots of you do find me funny, though. Not really trying to be funny, really. That's why I don't have a stand-up comedy show. But he said, I'm going to tell you what's not real. This is a quote. He went on. It's their tits, their asses, their teeth, their cheeks, their lips, their hair extensions, and even the cookie. Thanks to Dolores. Oh, the fans were pissed. You guys are pissed. Where is Sarah Page, the PR for Jersey? Girl, you got to, bravo. Sarah Page, you got to get your people in check. I mean, is this going to be for a new season? I thought everyone's supposed to calm down and be above board. Well, you guys fans, I mean, that's not appropriate, Joe Gorga. Talking about Dolores's cookie, it is a little inappropriate, I find. You're also friends. Apparently, he also called Paulie a scumbag. I don't know when that happened, but it's what this article here says. Yeah, it's not appropriate, right? And it's also just not freaking funny, but the fans are pissed. And aren't you supposed to be friends with Dolores since like childhood? You guys say it is vulgar. Joe Gorga is a vulgar and slams Dolores, and is just, people are disgusted with him because he's speaking about like Dolores like this. Jax and Brittany, well, we all know what's happened. Do I think it's fake? Not anymore. Brittany has returned to her podcast. Look, here's the good news. It's going to help the podcast, guys. Brittany has returned to the podcast and announced that her and Jax will officially, effective immediately, be doing the podcast solo. Brittany will be there 1 week. Jax will be there. Maybe Brittany will be 5 weeks in a row, but they will each be, giving their opinions. I don't know what else they're going to talk about. So look, Brittany could bring on, Zach from her best friend, Zach, who's on the damn Valley, and Schwartzy and Sandy. They got time on their hands, right? Well, especially Schwartzy. Sandy, I guess, is touring with the band, but they can come on with Jax and give their opinion. So the good news is to everyone involved, the good news is that the podcast will go on. It's going to help ratings, but I think that the biggest thing here, which is interesting, is that Brittany has come on. She seemed very upset. She was crying. She said the podcast will go on. They're going to do it solo. And she said she is very, very upset. Very upset, almost as upset as the fans are at Joseph Gorga, that she is very, very upset that people think this is fake. It's not fake, guys. This is not fake. It's real. And the pod separately. Hey, when I do my podcast consulting on the weekends, and by the way, people ask when they slip into the DMs, we don't want to do it on the weekends. We're going to pay your rate. We want to book you. We don't want to do it on the weekends. We can do it during the week. It's fine. I'm not an idiot. I could work around someone's schedule. There are 24 hours in the day. I go to the gym for 1. I eat probably for 1. And I sleep for maybe 3. So what does that leave? Like 19 hours. Book me during the week. I always say in the podcast consulting, I never do it with a host. Never do it with a co-host. Bravo Bench is different with Anna and Ace. It's only working. Well, I also pulled myself aside and said, David, you've been fired from every fucking job you've ever had. Play nice in the sandbox. Because you criticize all the housewives for getting fired and you tell them what they think, they could have done better. Take your own medicine, girl. But also, it's different because I built this from the ground up, and my baby is alive and well. So for a side hustle, I can play with others. But my advice, if you're starting a podcast, don't start it with anybody. Nobody. Doesn't work. It's very rare. Something always, always, always goes wrong. The Traitors, we just saw the Traitors acted out on freaking RHOC. I mean, I get it. You're trying to capitalize on it. Don't love the Nat, but when the Nat says, welcome Housewives and Vicki, it is a great line. Did she come up with that herself? I don't know. Who knows? But it's a great line. And we have to talk more about this next time. But I just think that this season of the OC, it's good, but it's not. I'm getting bored. I think this whole episode of just trying to do umbrage to the Traitors, and you're obviously trying to capitalize on their success. Teddi and Vicki, there is no love lost between the two. You know what I was thinking? Do you know what kept me up at night? I guess, no, because if you look at the people that I was friends with that I was friends with, and I don't know if it ran that deep, but there's certain ex-New Jersey housewives, so if something happened to them, I wouldn't pick up the phone and call. It just makes me wonder. I said the same thing when Kyle and Mauricio's separation was announced. I'm like, is Lisa Vanderpump going to call Kyle? And I guess in a way it's arrogant, but I guess in a way. So, I mean, to me, when the Vicki has this near-death experience, which a lot of you, I have from a reliable source that it really isn't Vicki being dramatic, that it's real. But you just wonder, it kept me up at night with Tamra, the rat that scurries, and she is in the corner. She's not even getting a piece of Gouda today because this rat has been misbehaving so much with her little beady eyes. She has beady fucking eyes. Wouldn't you think just maybe if someone has a near death experience that maybe you would call? Now, I don't know if I would, if you did me wrong. And we'll have to talk about Tamra and Vicki next time because tomorrow, we'll do it tomorrow. I have a lot to say because Tamra just did an interview where she has a lot of words to say to Miss Gumbelson. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow. But it kept me up at night. Wouldn't you think maybe she would just text and say, I'm glad you're alive? I don't know. I was waiting for a headline that said Tamra reached out to Vicki, but it never came. Guys, it's just a quick hit. Love you all. And it's Sunday. Did you love our reissue that we did earlier today? We are sharing all these back chats that are lost on the back feed, and we're highlighting all of these RHOC interviews today. Last week, you guys loved Elizabeth Vargas. We've had them all, but we share this chat with the one and only Miss Lydia McLaughlin. Do you guys feel Lydia should come back, or have we had enough of Lydia the first 2 times around? But that, for everyone who hasn't listened, aired earlier today. This is our quick hit. We're doing one tomorrow. It is official. I decided it. Labor Day, a quick hit tomorrow afternoon for all of you. And let's start with Vicki and Tamra, because I got a lot to say about that. Lots of quotes I pulled out that, these girls are fighting dirty. Hey, you're the granddaddy of the Housewives for a reason. Love you all. You guys better be having a good weekend. See you later. Bye.